I like to think I'm quite an observant sort of bloke. When I'm out and about, I'm looking around. You can see interesting things, and the advantage is you can find interesting things, like these. So, let's have a look at these knives that I've found. First one is this Victorinox that I was on my way up to the local corner shop, and this was just lying on the pavement, like that. I thought, blimey, it's not probably the safest thing to have around. Anyway, somebody might come and pick it up, don't know. Walked in, had a chat, got whatever it was I needed, and it was still lying on the pavement with the blade open. So I thought, well, I'm having it. So, nice Victorinox. Unfortunately, again, not UK legal, because it's a file fixed blade. It's a shame because it's a really nice one as well. I don't know what model it is. Use Victorinox tools, corkscrew, the hole making sewing thing, which again, if you haven't used one of these, you just don't know how useful they actually are. A couple of smaller tools, screwdriver, bottle opener, and small screwdriver, tin opener. Should be a pair of tweezers, but that's long gone, and a toothpick, which obviously I've never actually been tempted to use. But I saw it lying there, I left it for a while. I don't feel guilty about picking it up because somebody could actually realise they've lost it and come and picked it up. Second one is this Gerber Suspension, and I was unfortunately unemployed for a while, so I had to walk everywhere. Walking to the gym through a fairly dodgy part of town, saw that just lying, was there anyway, with some grass, just folded up like that. Might be interesting. Anyway, went to the gym, came out, still there, so I thought, right, there's hundreds of people have walked past at this point, it's fairly busy. So picked it up, got it back home, and realised that this has led a hard life. What is supposed to be the sort of retention here has broken off there. One of the tools is broken off. The rest of them aren't in bad shape, but these very, very wobbly. This side actually does work. So you slide that forward, and then the tools come out. I'm not sure about that's a very good screwdriver. I haven't actually used it. Another wobbly screwdriver and a reasonably sharp blade. I think it would just be too much of a cheek to send it back to Gerber and say, "Oh, he fixed this," wouldn't it? It comes with a lifetime guarantee. I think even I'd have been embarrassed, frankly, if this had actually been mine to send it back to Gerber and say, "Could you please fix this?" I think they'd be well in the right to say, "What the hell have you been doing with it? Look at it." So I just didn't. I don't really use it a great deal, but I found it anyway. I was quite pleased with that. And the third one I found was this Opinel number 7. It didn't look like that. It actually looked like a standard Opinel number 7 when I found it, but it was quite battered. I was actually going on the road to work, motorcycling along, and came around a bend, and that was just lying like that on the road. Jeez, it could have been catastrophic if I'd gone over it. It could have been quite unpleasant if a car had hit it. I think if that had just flipped. Admittedly, it's a very rural area, but if it had flipped, I think I was doing a public duty actually picking it up. Got home and thought, again, it's another fairly well used knife. So I looked at Opinel's Google Images, and there is a whole world of Opinel customization. So I thought, well, I might as well join it, have a go. Holes drilled through. It's quite straight on that side. Holes, bit of brass rod. Had a go at some file work here because I just like it and I wanted to practice on it. And the advantage of a cheap, or indeed free knife, is it doesn't really matter if you mess it up. You could just bung it. I should, I suppose, eventually one day clean this blade up, but, you know, a nice, usable knife. Now, there is one caveat with this, which is quite astonishing. There is an offence in this country called theft by finding. How wizened would your soul have to be to consider such a thing? Yeah, theft by finding, you could be done for it. It's supposed to stop people going through skips or dumpsters, I think. But, I mean, what a poisoned individual you would have to be to think such a thing could actually become a crime. As far as I'm aware, very few people have already been prosecuted. It's usually a threat by the police. But, dear God, I mean, how? It's just incomprehensible, isn't it? So anyway, when you're out and about, keep your eyes open. You might find something interesting.